It worked. OMG, y'all. OMG. So I'm in the back of the Veterans Clubhouse in the in the homeless shelter in my van. I couldn't pay my phone bill. Luckily, my bank Chime allows me to go negative $45 without any backdraft fees, but I'm negative $44.79. And fingers crossed, pubes crossed, I get paid Tuesday. So I've been staying at this one part of, like, by my room, this one part across the parking lot where my room is upstairs. But the Wi-Fi is caca. The Wi-Fi is not really good, but I'm used to having my phone signal. So I was walking around the Veterans Clubhouse, and there's so many people drunk and on pills and high right now, just because of what's going on. There's really not a lot of staff at the homeless shelter, and there's really no supervision, and a lot of caseworkers aren't showing up. So I was kind of rapping with them for a little bit, and then I moved my van because I got a little bit of a signal, and I'm not inspired to edit. I have gigs and gigs and gigs of video content that I can edit, but I'm not going to start editing until I have my LED lights in here and it's a little bit more comfortable with my I'm gonna get a Max Air fan when I get paid Tuesday. Yay, so I can circulate the air and it's not so hot. So I parked my van here, and I'm telling you all, like, if I was this much further away from the Veterans Clubhouse right now, I would not be able to get Wi-Fi. Like, literally, I'm like up on the curb, and I had to take all my stuff down because that interferes with the Wi-Fi, I guess. I want to get a Wi-Fi booster, but those are a little bit pricey, and I'm manifesting them, so I will have them. I will have one here shortly. Hi, Beth. Hi, Carrie. What's up, Wendy? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Daisy. Daisy, if you do. So, I'm really not inspired to, edit any videos, and I have so much content to edit. And I think, I don't drink caffeine anymore either. So I think when I have an optimal setup, I think I'm gonna dabble into some coffee maybe, or maybe I'm gonna really start working out again. Maybe hit some pre-workout, probably around 5:36 every night. Go hit the field, start running, cardio and stuff like that, and then come back, take a shower, and I'll probably still have some of that caffeine inside of me, and then I'll start editing videos because this is a new chapter in my life, y'all, with the van, and fingers crossed getting a home here soon. I really want to shore up all of that video content from Kauai, all the food reviews, this van build and all that stuff. And then who knows what I'm going to film? Who knows what I'm going to share with you all? I have a lot of ideas, a lot of interview ideas. I do speak to the hand, which is super easy. There's no video. I just have an idea or a thought or a funny or whatever, and I just like, hiya. It could be a current event. It could be poking at somebody. It could be trying to make me think, you think, and that's so much easier. And I don't even promote it. I don't do any of my funny algorithm stuff. I'm just letting it organic. I think I have 1,000 followers, but it's so much quicker. It literally takes me maybe 10 minutes. I have these certain pens, and I carry hairspray with me. Right, I carry hairspray with me because that pen will stick on your hand. And I remember my sister used to always put pen on her hand. My dad used to get irate at her, and I used to be like, God, that's kind of like gross. But now I'm writing on my hand all the time, and I have fingernail polish remover, and I have this rad hairspray. So I'm gonna be doing that. But so I'm really, really excited. So like, I couldn't do anything because I don't have any phone service. Right, I don't have enough money to pay my phone. And so I'm like this much to get the Wi-Fi, and I'm like, you know what? I think I can call my dad with Wi-Fi. And it's so trippy, y'all. I have 2 half brothers that I don't speak to. I have a living grandmother that I don't speak to. I have a sister that I love, and I try to talk to her as much as possible, but it's maybe 3 or 4 times a year, and maybe half the time it doesn't go too well. I talk to my dad probably 2 or 3 times a year, and half the time, even if it's 2 to 3 times, time and a half, it doesn't go too well. I talk to my mom maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and half the time it doesn't go too well. And there's just a lack of communication. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of alcoholism. There's a lot of drug abuse. There's just a lot of stuff going on there. And so I'm like, I have Wi-Fi. I'm not inspired to edit. You know, I don't have, I didn't have my phone, so I'm like, I'm gonna call my dad. And of course he didn't answer. And I kind of psyched him up. I'm like, you know what? You know, I'm really gonna hold space for him, you know, because he's 67 now. And, you know, I have forgiven him. It's very difficult to speak to my father and speak to a lot of people, to be honest. I mean, that's why I just like rapping with y'all now, because I'm not who I used to be, and I've made a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes, and I just don't shoot the shit per se. I'm not trying to persuade anyone. I'm not trying to impress anyone. And I'm not trying to play a certain figure, and I'm not trying to put on a facade and maybe tell you what maybe you want to hear to make you feel yourself feel comfortable. And so I am just me, and I don't have to explain myself. You know, yeah, I don't have a job. I'm happier than ever. You know, yeah, I'm not hustling. I'm happier than ever. Yeah, I'm not dating. I'm happier than ever. Yeah, I don't have any money. I'm happier than ever. Yeah, I go to the VA and I'm getting, you know, therapy for my PTSD. Yeah, I get a pension now. It's like, so all these things that I'm doing, you know, and I have a van, I'm going to go travel. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to people, you know, and I promote my being sober, and I promote being celibate. You know, a lot of these things don't make sense to a lot of people. And especially my dad. He's like, so what's your plan? I'm like, well, I don't have a plan. And I think not having a plan is so free. It's like freedom. Like, you don't have to have a plan. As long as you know, harvest that self-love, as cheesy and as corny as that sounds. As long as you harvest self-love and try to be in the moment, everything is okay. And, you know, I always try to have a plan. You know, I was being the golf pro, being the web designer, all of this money, you know, talking about sports, you know what I mean? Just like all this stuff that made like zero sense. And it's just because those are the things that I was taught that you're supposed to do, you know, and I was taught a lot of things that I was not supposed to do. And so I got rid of all of it. I got rid of the stuff that I was supposed to do, that what society's norms and ideologies and concepts have created, that, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. You're demo, you're 25, you're a male, you're Irish, this is what you're supposed to do. Oh, you're 45 years old, you're a woman. No, you're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to do what you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not hurting yourself, and as long as you're being kind to your brothers and sisters and humanity. There's no other rules. And that's why this van or my boat, you know, is paid for. You know, I paid $2,500 for this. My solar, I don't have to pay an electric company. You know, the electric kit, nobody's hands are in my cookie jars anymore. So now it's like I'm super, super, super free. And the only rules that I have is to try to be the best person, the best father, and try to continue to, or not continue, but try to levitate, meditate, piss glitter, and smell like peaches, because that is what I want to do. One of my good friends reached out to me today. He texted me, he said, hey, we got to talk. My good friend, Kevin Jarris, we've had our ups and downs. I love him dearly. He's still in the Navy, 20 years strong. I think he's a senior chief, maybe a master chief. And I'm looking forward to get to meet to him. I'm looking forward to cultivating new friendships from people I don't even know right now. And that is really, really exciting because, you know, with all the growth that I've had and all the failures that I've had, I'm coming legit with everything that I do. And so, yeah, I still have anxiety, but I don't want anything from you. I don't want sex from you. I don't want your money. I don't want to close a project for you. I don't want to give you something and then you owe me something, or vice versa. So now when I literally just play, which a lot of people have a problem with that, I will talk to somebody, maybe an old aunt, or maybe a hobo or a homeless, a houseless individual at a bus stop, and they ask me what I do, and I say I play, and that's not good enough for them. And they're like, no, really, what do you do? I'm like, I play. They're like, no, really, dude, what do you do? I'm like, I play. Oh, you play an instrument? No, I play at life. That's why I really like my friend Michael, because when you used to go, you know, when you were, 9, 10, 11, 12, you'd go outside and play, and you'd knock on Scotty Bob's door or Lisa's door, and you'd be like, hey, can Scott come out and play? you just want to do play. Maybe you're going to play dodgeball. Maybe you're going to play tetherball. Maybe you're going to, have, build a fort, shoot rubber bands at each other, whatever it is, but you were going to play. And that's what I'm doing. And I want to find the other people that want to play. They can be 20, they can be 30, they can be 40, they can be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care at all. As long as you want to play, and the light is shining bright inside of you, and you just want to play. That's what I want to do. And I'm excited about that, y'all. I'm really, really excited about that. I'm getting really, really close. I'm getting really, really close. And I'm finding myself laugh a lot when I fail. I failed like 20 times today. And I used to get so mad, like, oh gosh, I don't have any money. Oh, I'm overdrafted on my bank. Oh, fuck this. Oh, let me go get a Mickey's 40. Oh, let me go find, a 20 sack. Let me go do this. Oh, let me go to the casino and, whatever it is. I just sit there and laugh, and I just like do, and I find something else to do. And so it's so much nicer to not have so much stress and pressure, and to have, worry about your credit score, right? Or make sure that you have this payment and this payment and this payment and this payment. Or, or if I have a student loan, what percent is that? Or if I have bill collectors, like all of that is caca. All of that is so you can be a busy bee and pay the man. And the man is the old white crusty Senate and Congress and all of these puppets that we're used to. And so you can run around and be full of disease and just have insanity. What we think is normal is not normal at all. And so I'm not being normal anymore, and I feel amazing. And I'm getting really, really close to having that personal sovereignty. And I feel like my creativity is just going to go woo, 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 even higher and higher and higher. And I want to find it's interesting because when I went to Kauai for 60 days, I just went there to play, and I was a good state of mind. I was really, really healthy, not my healthiest, but I had such great intentions to serve. And I'm very glad I went, and I think it was a success, and I have all this video, but I came back. I came back because I was staying with Lana, and she wanted me back, and I decided to come back. But I can tell you one thing, in Kauai, there was the most amazing, I call them hybrid humans I've ever met in my life, because a lot of them have already made that journey that I'm making right now. Not with the celibacy, not with the sobriety, maybe so, but really they're just playing, and they're just playing by their own rules that they create together through music and through love. And I want to find those individuals where, again, I can unlearn all of the negative, all of the toxic stuff that I still have inside of me, and rewire with light and happiness and purity and fun and smile and laughter. And I'm getting close, and I'm getting close, and I'm getting close. And for some reason, it actually feels like it's getting harder, even though everything that I've gone through. Sometimes I'll watch my videos, and I have a podcast. It's called Pillow Talk. I've got like 40 episodes, and I haven't released one of them. And those ones I listen back to, and I can see my progress that I've made. I really, really can. There is no facade. It's more of like I've embraced my inner child. And look at children. Look at children. Go to the playground and look at children. This is kind of crazy. It's like anybody that's here in the homeless shelter, they see my bus, and I've had so much negativity said, oh my God, what is that, a rape van? Oh my God, you're gonna have a lot of sex in that van. I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, there's people's minds are so twisted. Go to a park. Go to watch Recess, right? And watch children, like, especially probably like 3K or probably like kindergarten through like 3rd or 4th grade. there's very, very small, if any, racism or judgment or bullying or any of that stuff. It gets taught like when you're in 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. So what we think we are is because we had examples. And so what we did is we bit those examples. We tried to mimic those examples, and we were taught those examples. Maybe we were punished because we didn't act or think like our mom or our dad or our grandmother or, our family. And so once you can get all of that stuff out of there and really go back to your inner child, it's like you're reborn. It's like an optimal reset. And those are the hybrid humans that I want to find. And the hybrid humans, what my definition of the hybrid human is, humans that have done everything I said, and then on a whole nother ninja level, through reading, through having mentors, through the yoga, through the breath work, through the meditation. That is what I've been working for, so I can not have a clean slate, not have a clean template, because I have scars all over inside and out, y'all. And there's still a lot of pain, there's still a lot of trauma, but at least I'm aware, and at least I'm aware, and at least I'm ready to embrace a new life. Again, 41 years young, y'all. 41 years young, and I'm just now starting. And I'm really, really excited about that. I'm thankful that I have this Wi-Fi at the homeless shelter here. This week, Max Air Fan in my back. Boom. I'm going to be able to get that. I got these cool bungee cords here, so I want to get the blackout cloth here for my, I'm going to get the blackout cloth here for my, what are these, blackout shades, so I can have privacy. So I'm going to finish those. I am going to do my 9 o'clock PTSD over Zoom tomorrow with my PTSD and EMDR therapy with Eliza. I think I get paid Tuesday. Normally it's on the 1st, which would be a Thursday, but Chime Bank pays me 2 days early. So fingers crossed I get paid Tuesday. And once I get that, I want to get some, they're called electric bike tire shoes for the back, because I have now a bike carrier. So I want to get 2 shoes. I got the carrier, but it had smaller tires, the 3-inch. I need the 4-inch. So then I can carry my bike. I can play with my bike anywhere I go. My bike is going to be with me in my van, y'all. That bike has been an amazing thing for me, y'all. I hadn't ridden a bike. I rode a bike once with my second ex-wife in Alabama, and I was high on E, and it was a beach cruiser, and that was like 6-7 years ago. Ever since then, I hadn't ridden a bike since I was like 16 on my Haro or BMX, and I've been riding this rad bike thanks to all of you that I've met online over the last 4 years, because you all gifted that to me. And I've been riding that for like 2.5 years. It's my second one. I gifted the one that you all donated to me at Kauai to a homeless person. And that bike is better than mine that I have now. It was like a $3,000 bike, and I gifted it to, I forget his name, but I gifted it to him. That's video footage that I have that I need to edit. But that bike is tremendous, y'all. Yesterday I drove 32 miles on my bike. My legs are getting solid. My cores are getting solid. My cardio is getting solid. And I would rather ride my bike. That's what's going to be really cool with this van, is that I can park, because I have all these apps. You can park for free. It's called boondocking or bugging out. And I like that it's a stealth van. I could park my van maybe if I'm going to go to Orlando, or say I'm going to go to Sedona, or say I'm going to go to San Diego, wherever it is, Boise, Idaho. I can park like strategically my van and like a 50-mile radius. I can go north. This is north. That's south. East, that's west, east, I don't know, but I could go 25 miles either way and then still make it back. So that's a huge asset. And I'm gonna get video surveillance on my van. Whoa! Hello? Do you see that? That ninja flipped right off, y'all. This is a new technique that I'm using. I don't think it's gonna last, so I'm just gonna put it right here. But anyways, I'm going to get a video surveillance. I installed 2 video surveillance at Lana's house. They're called Wise. I did a product review on YouTube. They're really, really rad. Normally you use Wi-Fi, but you can use a continuous recording, and if you have a really high SD card, and they're weatherproof, so it's not going to be Wi-Fi, so it's not like I could check on my van in real time and I don't get notifications, but I can have video surveillance, and then I'm going to use the same alarm on my bike. I'm going to put 2 of them, one on my toolbox, which is basically going to be my kitchen counter. And then so I can leave, and then I'm going to get a steering wheel club per se, and then a brake. Actually, your brake that you put your foot on, I'm going to put a brake lock on that. So I think that's going to be enough security. And again, I don't have that much stuff anymore. And I like to use my backpack for my laptop, my batteries, and my phones and my video equipment. So that will typically be on me. But I'm getting closer and closer, y'all. You know, I just, I'm very, very thankful. You know, and I have privacy right now. I'm in a van. And I'm going to have a whole lot more privacy. And one of my goals is to reach out to my dad and my mom and my sister and even my grandma that I don't talk to, and even my 2 stepbrothers. You know, I forgive all of them, and I'm going to have a lot of time in my van because I'm going to be sleeping in my van. I'm going to be traveling a lot, and I really want to mend some bridges with